Hello and welcome to Pets Talk Politics. I'm your host Tabby, and let me explain to you why we are throwing animals into the political spotlight. For years, animals have been by our side as our companions, no matter the species: cat, dog, fish, parrot, tortoise, even a spider. They're always loyal, trustworthy, and only want the best for all beings around them. So it only makes sense for us to allow our animal friends to run as political candidates. Also, this show is brought to you by Tabby Tech Studios, your place for diverse entertainment. And with that, let's take a look at our running candidates. We have 15 candidates running. Surprisingly, we have a lot of cats and dogs. I was expecting more secondary pets, but it's fun being unique. I wish they could all be the next pet president, but unfortunately, we can only pick one. But it's hard for us to pick one for ourselves. So we're gonna let our amazing digital media production class vote for the animal they want to be Michigan's pet president. So this is how things are going to work. We're going to do separate rounds for each day until one pet is declared the winner of Pets Talk Politics. We will introduce each pet and their fine qualities, and at the end of each episode, we will eliminate the pet with the least votes. The pet with the highest votes moved on to the next round. There will be 5 rounds, first starting with the top 15 pets, then the top 10, then we'll move on to the top 5, and then our top 2, which then those 2 pets will face off, and whoever gets the most votes will be named the pet president. This first round is going to be simple. The class is going to vote based on pictures. It's best to keep the contest short and simple in the beginning. It builds the suspense. We have Diesel, Echo, Jimmy Howard Harold, JJ, Kitchen, Mellow, Milo, Moxie, Summer, Waffles, Abraham, Kiki Meows, Rosita, Sable, and Stormy. So, good luck to our furry, feathered, and scaly friends. Let the voting begin. Hello, and welcome back to Pets Talk Politics. I'm your host, Tabby, and we are now down to our top 10 candidates. So far, we have lost our 2 turtles, 2 cats, and 1 dog. Sorry to the caretakers of those animals, but don't lose your spirit. I'm sure your animal companions are still amazing. Now, let's introduce our remaining animal companions. First, we have Echo the ferret. Echo is about 1 year old. Her favorite toy is a tube that can extend or shorten she enjoys running through. Her favorite food is cat food. She loves to chase feet. And her caretaker says she should win Pets Talk Politics because she is a ferret. And not many people have those, nor do they know the joy and excitement of having a ferret. Next, we have Moxie the cockatoo. Moxie is 11 years old. His favorite toy is anything made by the company Birdie Box Bird Toys. His favorite food is mashed potatoes. He'll beg for food by laughing. And his caretaker says he shall win because cockatoos are like really good humans. They need to earn your trust. But once they do, they are your best friend forever. Plus, Moxie is a one-of-a-kind cockatoo that's rare to come across. He's not like the other cockatoos. Our third candidate is Waffles the cat. Waffles is 8 years old. Her favorite toy is a plush mouse that she loves to bat around. Her favorite food is Frisky's wet cat food. She enjoys being a daredevil by laying on the very edge of a counter or roll around in someone's lap until she falls. And her caretaker says she should win because Waffles was rescued from a cow factory farm. She is the little bit of evidence I have that proves that factory farms aren't all sunshine and rainbows as advertised on milk cartons. Waffles open up the world of animal rescue for me. We then have Jimmy Howard Harold, which is a unique name for a cat. He is 8 years old. Jimmy's favorite toy is called a kicking carrot. He's not picky. He loves all cat food. He one time jumped out of the house into a snowbank on the deck and got stuck, we were informed. And the caretaker of Jimmy says he should win because he's cute, cuddly, and huge. Milo, the cat, is our next candidate. He is 6 years old. Milo's favorite toy is strings. His favorite food is, like Jimmy, any type of cat food. Milo likes to drink water by scooping it up with his paw before drinking it. Milo's caretaker says Milo should win because he's an adorable little cat with lots of attitude. This candidate is named after the place you cook your food in, Kitchen the cat. Kitchen is 2 years old. He loves to bat around plastic balls. His favorite food is tuna fish. He loves to watch Bob Ross on TV. And his caretaker says he should win because he's cute. We then have JJ the cat. JJ is 14 years old. His favorite food is turkey sandwiches. His favorite toy is toy mice. His caretaker says he's not a very funny cat. He's just a lover, loves to cuddle. His caretaker also says JJ should win because he is a good kitty. We found him in the woods when he was just a kitten. He and his brother were left for dead, and my kids found them and took them in. When his brother got sick and passed away, he wouldn't leave his side. He's just a good, cuddly, fat boy. We also have this dog named after a season. Summer is 1 year old. Her favorite food is popcorn. Her favorite toy is a little bacon stuffed toy. Her caretaker says her funny perk is she loves to give high fives, but if you aren't paying attention, you might get one right in the face. Her caretaker also says Summer should win because she's an adorable, spunky sweetheart who loves to play and snuggle with her caretaker. Then there's Diesel. He is 4 years old. He's not picky and will eat anything. His favorite toy is a vacuum cleaner. Diesel will play with vacuum cleaners, which is pretty funny considering not every animal likes them. Diesel's caretaker says he should win because he's adorable and he's a very good boy. Our final candidate is Mello the cat. Mello is 5 years old. Her favorite toy is an unraveled hoodie string. Her favorite food is SpaghettiOs. She once pounced on her caretaker's mom one time out of surprise. Her caretaker says Mello should win because she doesn't have a lot of friends. She's also the prettiest cat. Those are all of our candidates for this episode. I hope the words of each caretaker inspire our digital media class to cast their votes. Good luck and see you next time on Pets Talk Politics. Hi, and welcome back to Pets Talk Politics with your host, Tabby. We are now down to our top 5 animal candidates, 3 cats and 2 dogs. The competition is starting to get heated. We are now going to show you our remaining candidates one by one as we tell you what the caretaker said, what their animal companions would do for Michigan. First, we have Summer, the cute, fluffy dog that likes to high-five faces. Summer's caretaker says Summer would help Michigan by being a super cute thing to look at and uplift everyone's spirits when they're sad, which I can easily agree with. I mean, look at that adorable face. She looks like a little elderly dog that I just want to hold and cuddle. I mean, look at this picture. She's got sunglasses. Summer is as bright and sunny as her name suggests. Next, we have Milo. I must say this first picture of him is adorable. He looks like he'd make a good Christmas gift. Although we don't recommend giving live animals as presents, they're a long-time commitment. But we know Milo is more than a gift. Milo's caretaker says he would help Michigan by getting rid of democracy. Personally, I love orange cats for the humor. I used to be in a Facebook group called All Orange Cats Share One Brain Cell. And judging by these adorable pictures, I say Milo's got the brain cell. We then have Diesel, whose caretaker says he is a very good boy. His caretaker also says Diesel would lower the price of dog food if he won Pet Talk Politics, which makes him a very good boy indeed. I know a good handful of shelters and rescues here in Michigan that would very much appreciate that. Our next candidate is Mello, who may seem pretty, but she has some high standards according to her caretaker. Mello's caretaker says she would lead Michigan by standing and watching through the window of her household. That must sound very important to Mello. Pretty cats like her have lots of work to do. Our last candidate for this episode is Waffles. Cute on the outside, tough as steel on the inside, like her caretaker supposedly. Waffles' caretaker said she'd help Michigan by exposing the dark side of factory farms, like the one she was rescued from. That's one dedicated cat if you ask me. Despite her silliness and cuteness, she is a true warrior. That's all for this round. We'll be back in a bit with your top 2 candidates. Hello and welcome back to Pets Talk Politics with your host Tabby. We are now at the first moment you have been waiting for, our top 2 candidates. Waffles versus Mello, 2 feisty felines. We are going to recap on everything these 2 amazing cats have brought to our show. We first have Waffles, the 8-year-old cat who loves friskies, plush mice, and falling off of counters. We did forget to mention she also likes to lay on your face and neck. Typical adorable cat behavior. But the thing about Waffles that really puts the icing on the cake is her story of liberation from a dairy factory farm. She went from being a skinny kitty eating trash and raw beef to living her best life pampered with treats, toys, and love. According to the caretaker, Waffles would use her past to the advantage of exposing the dark truths of farms like where she came from. Once again, Waffles is merely a warrior covered in fur. We then have Mello, a few years younger than Waffles, 3 years younger as a matter of fact. So this beautiful 5-year-old girl with a craving for SpaghettiOs and an obsession with hoodie strings. We also remember her incident with her caretaker's mom. I definitely know how it feels to have a face full of fluff. The topping for this pie, though, is that this little sweetheart just wants friends. I'll be your friend, Mello. Plus, you may remember that Mello would gladly sit in a windowsill to watch down on the state of Michigan, according to her caretaker. We will be back soon with the votes to declare Michigan's pet president. Welcome back to Pets Talk Politics with your host, Tabby. We now have declared the new pet president. The new pet president is Waffles, whose caretaker is, surprise, me. No, I did not rig the election, if that's what you're thinking. If I wanted to rig the election, Moxie the cockatoo will have been president instead, since he is also mine. Ha ha. Now, let's look at the live interview with President Waffles. So, Waffles, how do you feel about being the winner of Pets Talk Politics? Would you like to elaborate on that? What will your plans be for Michigan as the new pet president?
Thank you very much.
Now, I know there were some of you that wanted to see Mello win, so we have some proposals. First of all, since Mello came so close to winning, she will be our vice president, because you can't have a president without a vice president. Also, Waffles is older than Mello, and since these are cats, not humans, our next proposal is this. In the event of if or when Waffles passes away, Mello will automatically become the next pet president if she is still around. So there you have it, Waffles the cat that went from being a victim of dairy farm abuse to being a pampered house cat, your new pet president of Michigan. This was the final part of Pets Talk Politics. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.